Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Goat King Riders Club. Obviously, poor Nathan Hull is stuck at work again, so we're going to try to summon up a new guest. You ready for this? It worked pretty well. We got Cam McLaren last week, so we'll see who we can summon this week.
I'm down. Let's see what you can do.
All right, ready? Hold on, let me just... Hello. Hold on. Oh shit! It fucked up this time.
Whoa, what's going on?
Who we got here?
It's me, Adam Sandler.
Like the Adam Sandler?
In the flesh. Just kidding.
This is what we've come to, ladies and gentlemen. Cheap props.
It's me, Adam Sandler, from Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, and Uncut Gems.
This is going to be very fitting for you. What was his last movie? Halloween Herbie?
Yeah, you know, that movie I was in. You know, what's the name of it? You know my work.
He kind of looks like Chubbs from...
That's the inspiration. Little known fact, I've only got one hand.
Oh, well, this is... Did you... Well,
Hi, folks, it's me, Adam Sandler.
Well, welcome to the Goat King Riders Club, Adam Sandler.
My pleasure. I've always loved the show. I've been watching every week.
Well, I'm glad to hear. Well, you... Good.
We've been long friends, me and you, Sean Conway, haven't we?
Yeah.
We've known each other. You introduced me to my wife.
Sure did.
What's her name again?
Aren't you married to a Kennedy? I'm not sure.
I don't know.
But
this is how I test my friends.
Well, I don't know if you know how this show works, Mr. Adam Sandler.
Of course I know how this show works. Me and my wife, Jackie Sandler, we married in 2003, have been great fans of your work.
Oh. Cool. Yeah.
She's fine, by the way.
Oh, yeah, I was going to ask how she was going.
She's very busy. Couldn't come today. She wished she could. She sends her best.
Oh, well, I tried bringing her along with my black magic, but, yeah. I'm sorry if it didn't work out, man. It's, you're all backwards, your feet are backwards.
It's all right. I was in Ridiculous 6. I've had worse.
I didn't mind Ridiculous 6.
You didn't?
I didn't mind it.
Fuck you, Sean Conway.
Hey, it made money, but,
Yes, I did. So much money.
So, you know how today works? I'm going to tell you a story. I hope you got a story. We're going to guess each other's art. And we'll see how we can make this work for the next 45 minutes.
Sean, I've trusted you in the past. I'll trust you right now. I hope this works out really well. Because I gotta say, I'm doing a lot of the heavy lifting right now. And I don't have any muscles.
Well, I don't know why you're starting to sound a bit like Woody Allen. But then again...
I'm going closer to Gilbert Gottfried, to tell you the truth.
You are very Gilbert Gottfried, which is not a bad thing. So here's my artwork.
You might need to turn my head for a second. Let me just... you know what? Maybe move the paper. Oh, that's more like it. I love that. That's a great little piece of artwork. Yeah. Oh, my. Look at this. This must have taken you a while.
It did. I was actually watching one of your movies while I was drawing it.
What's it say there? Monster Friend.
Monster Friend.
Am I supposed to guess what this story is?
Yeah. What do you reckon this story's about?
Well, it looks like you've got some representation of yourself there. Is that you?
No, that's just a fat kid.
Oh,
but
okay,
yeah,
he doesn't have a hat on, so it's not you. I guess that's
and
just
he's got hair. But yeah, thanks for pointing that out, mate.
We got some, I think they're comets in the sky.
Maybe. They might be comets. They might be an integral part of the story.
He looks very alien.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. And there's a little sneaky fart there. I'm not sure if you caught that.
Yeah, I see it says path.
It's proof.
Proof?
Yeah.
That's an A.
That's an R.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense.
But yeah, I don't think there's much more. Can you guess what it's called?
I'm gonna guess it's called Monster Friend.
It is called Monster Friend.
Wow, I'm pretty good at this.
Okay, I'll I'll give it a read now. So mine is called Monster Friend.
Sounds great. Go ahead. I'm just going to keep looking into your eyes as you speak.
Thanks, man. It fills me with confidence.
You're a very handsome man, Sean Conway.
Stop it, mate. Stop it. Monster Friend by Sean Conway. The weather was terrible as the four friends played video games. I just called your parents, kids. You're staying the night here because it's too dangerous out in this weather, Mike's stepmom said. Shut the fuck up, Becky, Mike barked back at his stepmother. I swear I'm going to kill that kid, Becky mumbled to herself. The rain was really coming down as the boys tried to sleep. Bang, bang, bang. The boys woke up to what sounded like a hailstorm, but a lot more violent, like firecrackers or gunfire in an American high school. As quickly as it started, it stopped. The boys tried getting back to sleep, but Kevin couldn't. He had dreamt this scenario because a year earlier, Kevin had a near-death experience that turned him psychic, and he saw this very event. The next morning, the boys went out to play outside when they saw the damage of the short hailstorm. These don't look like hail, Kevin said. Mike picked up some weird purple space rock and quickly put it to his tongue to taste. Kevin knew what was about to happen. He saw it in his psychic vision. As soon as Mike's tongue touched it, it wrapped around his head and started overtaking his body. Kevin's psychic dream had come true. I knew I was psychic, Kevin said, punching the air. Kevin jumped on his bike and rode home. That afternoon, there was a knock at Kevin's door. He answered it and was shocked to see his dead friend Mike standing at the door. But this didn't look like Mike. This looked like a half-duck, half-cockroach-looking alien wearing Mike's skin. Hey, friend, la 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 la. Can we play games, la 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 la? The alien Mike said. Kevin was starting to become super suspicious of Mike, but let him inside so not to appear rude. As Mike entered the front door, he pulled off his skin and revealed his true alien form. I'm not your friend, la 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 la. I'm here to take over the planet, la 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 la, the alien said to a terrified Kevin. Brrr up. Kevin let out the biggest pop rock cola fart of his life. The alien began to giggle because farts are funny across the galaxy. But as the hot air rose, the fart started to melt the alien as he slowly melted, giggling and mimicking the fart sound. The alien had died and Kevin dropped to his knees and began to cry because as a psychic he saw how hard it's going to be to make friends as the fat kid who farts. Yeah. That was the cut version. There's an uncut version that's like another two. Really gets a bit more in depth with the characters.
There's different sounds in the farts, I'm assuming, in the longer cut.
No, same sounds, but like the ferocity of the farts is a lot more different.
That was a great story. I loved how he had magic powers, but then he just farted and it...
Well, I could imagine like you playing Mike and, you know, like a Kevin James playing like the fat kid.
Named Kevin.
Yeah, named
Perfect
Kevin.
casting. Perfect. Exactly what I was thinking. I was seeing it in my mind and I was like, you know who would fart? My good friend
Kevin James.
Perfect. That was a very imaginative story, Sean.
Thanks, man. I've been watching a lot of alien invasion movies, and it was like a lot of them lacked farts, I found.
What's your favorite alien invasion movie?
I forget what it was called. It's a new one, and they're like space parasites that clone the bodies.
Like The Thing?
No, it wasn't The Thing. Yeah, maybe like The Thing.
Kind of like, I think, is there one like that that's in a spaceship?
Nah, this was kind of more like The Faculty. The Faculty is one of my favourites, yeah.
That's a classic. That's the one where they have to do amphetamines to like kill the bug that's in them or something. Is that one?
It's the one with like all the hot shots of like 90s teen movies, like Elijah Wood. Jon Stewart's in it as one of the teachers.
I think I know.
Josh Hartnett.
I've definitely seen the film. I think I'm picturing the right
one
film.
Of the best fucking movie soundtracks going around. No offense. Maybe Little Nicky. Little Nicky's probably got the best soundtrack. But The Faculty was definitely up there.
I had nothing to do with producing the soundtrack of Little Nicky.
You should have. You should take credit for that. That was an amazing
I
soundtrack.
wish I did.
So much new metal, man. It was like a 13-year-old's wet dream. It was fantastic. But did you actually bring in some artwork? Is this your artwork here?
I have some beautiful artwork for you.
Let's have a look.
Have a look at this. So this is my artwork right here.
Yeah, he kind of looks... we got it on the screen. He kind of looks like... it looks like a Guess Who sort of character.
The way it's drawn, it's nice and straight onto the camera. So yeah, you can definitely see, like, does he have glasses? You're like, yes, and you get rid of him or you keep him up. Absolutely.
He kind of looks like a butcher that is offering me bananas. And there's a whale. Is that a whale?
Looks like a whale a bit.
Yeah.
Maybe it is, maybe it is not. What do you think, Adam Sandler? Well, I guess we're going to have to find out.
I think we are. I think I do like it. It looks like a movie poster for the next Adam Sandler movie.
It's an animated cartoon series about how you have to eat fruits.
Is it
and meats.
the kosher butcher goes vegetarian?
Why do you say that? Is it because I'm Jewish?
Well, that guy's definitely Jewish. The guy on the artwork is definitely...
He could be, I don't know. Maybe he is.
Or but is that a whale? Did you put a whale in this picture?
I'll never tell.
All right. I'm pretty keen to hear his story.
All right.
Or should we wait till it's on Netflix?
Let's just be honest. This one's not going to Netflix.
Okay. Well,
this is an exclusive for you, the Goat King Writers Club.
Oh, really? Fuck
I wrote this just for you. This afternoon in the car when I was on the way over.
Well, you came here through Black Magic, remember?
Yeah, sorry.
That's why you're...
That's a showbiz term. On the way over to the car in the afternoon. I actually put a lot of hours into this. I put a lot of time and effort, but I was kind of just trying to humble it.
I appreciate it. Oh, no, it kind of looks like The Cobbler. Is it inspired by The Cobbler?
That's what I was thinking before when you mentioned it.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, this is definitely like the comparison I would go
The
for.
Cobbler goes cocoa bananas.
The title of this story is The Hamlet of Arthur Crunch.
Okay.
Arthur Crunch is approximately 50 years old with chubby cheeks and a thick greying moustache. If Arthur was ever to stand on his bathroom scales again, which he had vowed never to do, these scales would easily exceed 350 pounds. Arthur is the type of man that wears an elastic-waisted trouser but conceals it with a regular trouser by hiding it behind a buckled belt. An interesting fact of Ribble Street, where Arthur lives at number 56, is that there seemed to be an astounding amount of residents carrying a limp. If someone were to observe the landscape from a distance, it wouldn't be too irregular to assume the ground itself unnaturally tilts to one side by an unknowable influence. If Arthur were to be asked about this anomaly, he would reply with the predictable, "Not very interesting, is it?" Arthur would say. "It's not like a banana at a meat raffle," he would conclude. Banana at a meat raffle is a saying Arthur Crunch Sr., who died 20 years prior, personally coined. The meat raffle saying is the only memory of his father that Arthur Jr. would bother to repeat, as it was one of the only characteristics that Arthur Sr. felt unique as a man at all. The Crunch family comes from a long line of butchers who have organized local meat raffles dating all the way back to the war. Since the passing of Mr. Crunch Sr., however, there have not been a single meat raffle hosted, resulting in the people of Whiteleaf Hamlet to distance themselves from Arthur Jr. "Good morning, Arthur," chirped Mrs. Winstead at the door of the butcher's shop swinging open. She fights the door's weight with the shoulder grappling a bundle of butcher's paper under her arm. 8 pork chops, 12 sausages, and beef mince," she announced. "Yes, your usual order, my usual cuts," defended Arthur. Mrs. Winstead glides to the counter and gingerly places her wrapped meat in front of him. "I must say, it is rather a cute shape, Arthur, but I think perhaps not an appropriate one right now." Arthur is not amused. He does not joke. Arthur peels back the paper to see bananas. Large, vibrant, fresh and perfect bananas where the meat should be. I don't understand. Is this a joke? I cut your meat just yesterday, grumbles Arthur. Shaking his head, he wanders to the back of the meat locker, deep inside his shop, until the doors shove open like they usually do with a huff. Inside, where all the meat should be, in a huge shipping container-sized locker. Whether it be fresh cuts or old frozen ends, the meats have all been replaced by pristine, award-winning bananas. Thousands of them. Even the whole pigs have transformed into gigantic bananas. That's when it hit him. Today was the 20th anniversary of Arthur Sr.'s passing, and with no meat raffle to hold back the family curse, it had become clear to Arthur what he must do. Yes, Arthur Crunch can finally quit his butchery job and make millions with his father's magic ghost bananas. Which he did. The end.
I liked it.
You like that one?
I liked it.
Ah, I'm so excited.
Was it called Ghost Bananas?
It was called The Hamlet of Arthur Crunch.
Ah, yeah.
It's where he lives, you see. Lots of exposition on something that's not really important.
I liked it. I think I could see, like a David Spade or Rob Schneider playing one of the bananas. Maybe they could be like your little Jiminy Cricket.
That's a good call. I think they're both quite available right now.
I don't think David Spade is. He's got his own thing going.
He's got something going, but
I
he's
think
always
Rob
got time
Schneider's doing an Australian movie. He's working with John Cleese.
Yeah, I've seen that on John Cleese's Facebook a lot. They're collaborating a bit. A weird pairing.
It's a Perth comedian that's doing it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I'll keep that under wraps. But but if you see this, Adam Sandler reckons I'm all right. So if you need I think I could play a fat Crocodile Dundee, kind of like who did it the other?
Oh yeah,
Danny McBride.
Danny McBride did it. That was that actually a thing he did?
No,
or was
it was
that
like
just
a trailer.
I think
it was like a tourism.
I think it was a good little sketch. Seeing Danny McBride in that character is real. I think that would work.
Well, I think it was better than his Paul Hogan's last venture, which was terrible.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I kind of imagine that story as like claymation. I reckon that's a claymation sort of story.
Yeah, I can see that too. A very animated sort of like...
Plus the voice that you put on kind of sounded like Postman Pat. Maybe that's what I'm thinking.
I can see where you're going with that. Yeah. You see, I read a lot of Harry Potter and I was trying to do the old Rowling sort of feeling.
Ah, yeah.
But I didn't have as many words to work with, you know?
Well, I liked it, man. And it's weird that you did that story because that actually brings up to our next part of the show, which is this.
Sean and Pose, 99 random word. Cocktail!
Did you come up with a 99 random word story? Or?
Absolutely. I couldn't hold myself back.
Which one did you...
I did the banana at the meat raffle.
Dude, you really...
I love bananas. What can I say? Can't get enough of them.
Man.
Vitamin B, baby.
Fuck yeah, man. You really run this banana meat raffle train.
You know me. I can't go anywhere without a banana. It's my watch. It's my wallet. It's my keys and a banana every day.
Yeah.
That's why I make
banana
that song.
Banana a day keeps the doctor away. Isn't that right?
Absolutely. Good for the skin.
All right. I'm pretty keen to hear this one.
Okay, here we go. Are you ready for a banana at the meat raffle?
Yes, please.
That's the one. Okay, here we go. Banana at a meat raffle by Adam Sandler. Trevor spent his last few dollars on a meat raffle tickets. He had to win, otherwise he would be going hungry. Trevor was totally straight, but couldn't help notice the crutch of the guy across from him. His junk was dancing around like there was a party in his pants. Trevor was mesmerized, but was shocked when a banana jumped out.
Hey, Trevor, want a meat raffle? Give your soul to me and I will make you win,
said the banana. Trevor signed the contract and then won the raffle. The banana didn't wait too long for Trevor's soul because he died of salmonella. The end.
I liked it, man.
You like that one? Oh, thanks.
I liked it when you did the banana because you sounded like one of your characters from SNL.
Yeah, I don't even know what I did before. It's just I come and go.
Also, did you say a body in his pants?
No, I said a party in his pants.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
I wrote it with the alliteration so I could really hit those P's.
Well, you want to hear my one?
I'd love to hear your one. Which one did you write?
I wrote for actor in a classroom.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And then I think we got a few... we got a big mixed bag of entries for the other topics.
Oh, we got some fans coming in afterwards, do we?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah, they're going to be stoked when they find out that Adam Sandler's on this episode. So, unfortunately, you're all bones, but we take what we can get. And we're really happy that you're here. But mine... Oh, you can appreciate this one. This is actor in a classroom. You ready?
Oh, I can't wait. Let's hear it.
Actor in a classroom. Mr. Berrycheck entered his classroom. "Good morning, class," he said. "Sir, you look dreadful. You need to rest those feet of yours. Take a seat," the sinister theatre actor Sebastian said. He saw a shiny tack popping on his chair. "Who put this tack here?" he said. "It was I, Sebastian. You've foiled my plans once again," he screamed. Mr. Berrycheck became enraged. "You want acting? Okay, I'll give you acting," he said, pulling out his golden globe and beating Sebastian to death with it. Mr. Berrycheck, covered in blood, turned to his shocked students and said, "Scene."
That's a fantastic way to end the scene. I love it.
Thank you. I was pretty happy with that.
That was really good.
Yeah, I wanted a bit more blood and guts, but 99 words, you become a bit limited.
It is a little limited when you want to get blood and guts. Trust me.
Well, I don't. But we've got some amazing entries. You can watch some of the viewers.
Oh, I absolutely love the fan stuff. It's really great, the creativity that we can see.
Well, we'll start with yours, eh?
You want to start with mine? That's fine
Yeah.
with me. Sounds good. Let's cue it up.
Which one did you pick?
I chose to do actor in a classroom as
I
well.
like the writing already. Very 80s.
Mate, it's-
Chroma.
It's going to make a lot of sense in just a second.
Excellent. You hear that?
Oh, I can hear everything. The sound of the universe is in my brain from that magical spell you cast.
Okay, Adam.
I'm just trying to think up new movie ideas on the fly.
Well, we'll talk about it after the podcast if you want. I've got a couple of ideas.
I'm a little busy.
Okay.
Maybe next time.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's enjoy actor in a classroom.
Good morning, everyone. Today we have a special student in class, Mr. Jean-Claude Van Damme. Well, go on, Jean-Claude. Introduce yourself.
No.
I know you're nervous, but everyone must come out of their shell in my class, okay?
Not on your life.
No? How about on your own? And everyone else's?
It's not enough time. I'll defuse the bomb. It's done!
Attention, Jean-Claude Van Damme. We got you surrounded.
They found us! I'll cover you! Come, trust me. I'll cover you!
Shut fire! Take him down! And that ends the tale of the end.
That was not only the best entry that you've sent in, that has to be the best thing that Jean-Claude Van Damme's done in at least a decade.
I've had the footage of Jean-Claude Van Damme's green screen stuff for like years, and I've had no excuse to use it. It's from a Funny or Die competition years ago where they shot all this stuff in front of a green screen and you kind of just ad-libbed on just whatever. and they released it for people to make a video out of it so that they could do a competition. But I've just had it for fucking ever.
Oh, so good.
And I was like, how can I stitch this into a video? And I just went up with, it's just funny to get to do these things.
Just fate.
Yeah.
Just fate. But, man, that is... one of my favourite movies was The Quest, which is not only one of the worst movies, it's one of Jean-Claude Van Damme's worst movies. Although it's actually like a realistic... Have you seen it?
I think I saw it freaking when I was a kid, probably.
Yeah, it's like a realistic version of Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, that sounds about
Where they've
right.
got like a Mongolian dude that looks like a Russian. They've got like a little spider monkey dude from like Thailand.
Yeah.
And he fights like a giant sumo wrestler. It's actually like amazing, except I bought it like only a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And there's like a whole Charlie Chaplin Artful Dodger sort of beginning to it, which is like, what the... Like it was
no
like,
one knows what was going on when they.
it was like, yeah, you could kind of see that it was like, I want to show my emotional range, you know.
That's the thing about 80s action stars.
Yeah.
They would just like demand the weirdest shit. Like, I want to show that I can act, and like, you can't act. You've got like Arnold, please. Like, he's not a great actor, and you can't get around.
Kindergarten Cop, that's probably the most range you've seen in Kindergarten Cop.
It probably is, yeah. That and maybe Junior, because he had no action in it. It was just him doing pure comedy with Danny DeVito. But
and Twins.
is that the one I'm thinking of? Yeah, I'm thinking of Twins.
Well, they're both Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger in both.
What a golden age of film.
Are you mates with those guys?
I've seen them in passing. Yeah, they're good. They're good pals. I got their numbers in my phone. I see them every, 2 years, 3 years, Christmas. I don't know. I don't celebrate
Hanukkah?
Christmas. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. No, I really like that. I'll show you Michelle. Michelle's she's been sending artwork for probably pretty much every episode. Yeah, I think every episode. And she always sends in banger artwork, man. So
Michelle's a beast.
yeah, so if you need a new poster for your next movie, this was one of the other topics. And it's got like a very Maori. Is it Maori?
Yeah, Maori.
Maori, yeah. Maori, I say Maori. And he's got like his toenails done.
He's vicious. He's like a Maori kung fu panda.
But it's also like he's trying to intimidate the barbecue, like he's had, like it's his nemesis. It's like he's always been foiled by this barbecue.
He's got two stick-based weapons that look pretty imposing.
I think that's a Maori club.
They've got some really vicious weapons.
I'm pretty sure if I don't know if this is 100% correct, but I'm pretty sure a lot of Maori weapons is just all about blunt force trauma.
Absolutely.
Like,
I mean, they were built like absolute bricks. So if you can just swing on someone, some like colonial in there, that's great. That's going right into their skull. Good moves. They ate people.
Yeah.
They were trying to get.
They didn't hit anyone decent, but they did.
I don't think anyone's going to miss those invaders, so I think that was a fair game on their part.
Well, one of the stories I heard was that the Brits taught them about warfare and taught them how to use guns and stuff, and then they just turned the guns on the English. Was like, oh, now you can fuck off.
What were they thinking?
Yeah.
Of course they're going to turn on you.
I reckon because it's all done in pencil, if it was done like with hard ink, I'd think about getting that tattooed somewhere.
I think isn't that hard ink?
No, it's
Or
like
is that
it's
pencil
like pencil.
shading?
It's pencil
that's
shading.
pencil
Yeah.
shading, That's good stuff.
Yeah. No, you should definitely check out Michelle's Instagram. She does a lot of this sort of artwork. What do you think?
This is absolutely beautiful. I have absolutely no drawing ability of myself, so whenever I see someone like this, I'm very jealous.
Would you want to play the barbecue or the panda in a Adam Sandler movie?
You know I've got to be the panda.
I reckon you could be like a real sassy barbecue.
Ooh, it's heating up around here. Stop grilling me about these movies.
Did Michelle only send one or?
No, she sent another one. I think we've got here the police on TV.
And Michelle knows that I've been getting into the horror stuff and made like a proper. There's a good, terrible movie on Shudder called Maniac Cop about a zombie cop. Doesn't look anything as good as this. Kind of looks more like the bottom one, and that kind of looks like a Simpsons head.
I was about to say it's got some like Wiggum vibes. I don't know why, because he doesn't really look like Wiggum at all. But
Like an Irish, like an
blue.
like half Wiggum, half. Who's the Arnold Schwarzenegger of the Simpsons?
Rainier Wolfcastle.
Yeah, and groundskeeper Willie.
Oh yeah, it's got Willie in it.
It's
Big
got-
time. The brushy moustache here. As
I'm
well.
looking for a zombie.
That's good shit. I like that. That's fun. That looks a bit like Adam up here. He's got no hand.
It does kind of. It kind of does.
I
look
don't
like
remember
you, man.
posing for this one.
Maybe
some
this
fan
could be a
art.
buddy cop movie that we do together.
I like the sound of that one.
Yeah.
You can be the zombie. I'll be the policeman.
Oh, get in.
Come on. You're busting my balls.
No, I like this. Hey, this is like, if you tried writing a story based on this picture, it's really like a zombie has a. It's kind of like Last Action Hero.
I get you. Like,
Yeah.
that used to be this zombie. And then, yeah. And
No, he's escaped like the television world into the real world.
Like, he's come out of the TV and he's a zombie now because of some weird magical transformation.
Or he was just a zombie in the TV,
In the TV
and
as well.
a zombie.
Yeah, so the guy in the TV is looking for him, but
Yeah.
now he's outside, so we can't find him anymore. He's got the Chief Wiggum nose.
He does.
Yeah. No pupils, which is always really good for horror.
Yeah.
Makes him look dead and gross. This is awesome. He wants brains, and he's looking for a zombie. So we both know their needs.
And they're the
wants.
wackiest police duo ever.
And they get the results that you're after.
If you like Starsky and Hutch, you're gonna love Zombie and and the Boston police officer.
What was I? This would be a great duo for something as.
Wasn't there one like that, I Zombie? About the chick in the mortuary and she would
Yeah,
eat
that was
the
iZombie, and she'd
Yeah.
eat them and get their memories or something
yeah,
to solve
and then
crimes.
they're all like murder victims and stuff.
Yeah, that's about right.
I think it was like a good comic book that didn't work out well. The cop is looking for this zombie, but what he doesn't realize is that the zombie is watching him from a different dimension. This could be like a real Twilight Zone episode.
There's all sorts of
There's
stuff.
so many
yeah.
layers to this.
I mean, pictures write 1,000 words every
You're
single
keeping
time.
awfully silent over there. I think you're taking all this in. I reckon we've got a couple of new Netflix specials coming out.
I'm texting my publicist right now, so I'm trying to just keep my opinions to myself.
Yeah, I like it. I could see the Sandman doing this.
I've been stealing your ideas for years.
He could play the zombie and the Irish copper.
Yeah, he could just do what's the movie that Adam did with the brother
Jack
and
and
sister?
Jill.
You mean Jack and Jill? Yeah, that's the one. I love that movie.
I
My
liked it.
favorite movie.
I mean, Al Pacino wasn't wasted in that movie at all. No, that was actually. I like all your movies, Adam, but that one was that one was terrible, man.
I got to admit, I don't know what I was doing on that one.
And we all know what you're doing. You're cashing checks, motherfucker. That's what you're doing. I think we've only got two more.
Are we going to move on to the video stuff?
Yeah, look, us.
All right, we got Usus here, and he's got a video.
Hey fellas, I might have sold myself a little short at your recent live show. See, I have been working on something. That right there. That is a website for the podcast I'm working on. Here's the thing, it doesn't exist yet. Missing a few small pieces. Namely, one of the most important things that all podcasts need, a co-host. So if any of your lovely listeners who have seen my stories and thought, I'd like to hitch my wagon to that crazy horse, well, you can submit to become the Bert to my Ernie, the Robin to my Batman, the Goebbels to my Adolf Hitler. If you send an email to contact@ocps.show.
Hold on, is this a fucking 9-word
That's
story? Or
contact@ocps.show.
this is. Hold on, this is our podcast. Cunt.
the
Like,
fuck
this
is
isn't
happening?
fucking seek.com.au. Like,
Is he trying to recruit Brian?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. What are you fucking doing?
What's going on?
Oh my god! Some of the fucking characters we get on this show, Adam, I tell you.
I don't understand what's happening. Are we having a what do you call it? Like a spin-off series? We got a new podcast on the podcast here.
I don't know who he's aiming for. I mean,
This is an open call to host a podcast. So
I'll
if
tell you
you
what.
want to be on camera and you want a podcast, doesn't matter who the hell you are, this guy's looking. He's hungry for hosts.
this is like the most narrowest. He wants one of 3 potential podcast hosts. Like, there's a very niche market of.
This is so niche that it's only going to your viewers to be a host of a podcast.
The only person that he's like asking for is Hull.
Pretty much.
Hull's the only one that's going to be watching this.
He's
and be
already
like,
limited time for this podcast alone. He hasn't even told us what the fuck the podcast is.
oh, does he? Have
I
you
don't
watched
know.
this yet?
No. This is the first time I've seen it. Should we continue? Maybe he explains.
Wonder
it.
if it's just all about Adam Sandler. Maybe it's like the Adam Sandler fan club podcast.
What do you think OCPS?
Because then I
could
might
mean?
be his host, or
Oh.
you could be his host.
Yeah, maybe I could. I like the cut of this kid's jib. You can see
He's got moxie.
he's well organized. He's got great graphics. He's got a script that you can see in the reflection of his eyeballs. He's got everything.
He's got a website with.
He knows how to make emails. He's got contact at ocps.show.
OCPS is actually what my great grandfather suffered from.
It's like, I don't know.
It's one of the most violent learning disabilities there is.
Is that actually a thing?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, fuck,
but
if that was a real thing, that would be so funny.
I hope
What do you
that-
think
I hope-
OCPS is? Maybe he explains it, but what do you think it is? What do you think Usus would do as a podcast? Original content, please share.
I've got no
The
idea.
name of his podcast, much like his
or-
call out for a host, is begging for help.
Orchestrated coupe. Or coup. I always pronounce the P in coupe, which it's a coup. Which is, why would you put it? I'm not getting into that. Orchestrated coup of. I got no idea. Let's hear what he has to say.
Open call police state.
Hey.
Yeah, maybe he's a bit of right winger, eh?
I don't like the sound of that one at all.
That sounds like a good action move for you, Sandman.
You know what? You're right. You've changed my mind.
All right, let's listen to the rest of this. I hope he explains what the fuck.
It's still like another 1 minute 19.
This is longer
if this
than
is
Adam's
all
story.
pitch, I'm gonna be
He
furious.
better have a story in this, or else we've just wasted a lot of time.
I just want you to send a 5-minute little audition clip where you pitch an invention, product, or service that you think would be good to present on a comedy podcast. Keep in mind it is supposed to be funny, so don't pitch any actual useful inventions. I'll be upset. It should be useful, but useful in a funny way, if it is useful.
You know what would be good is like a beer fridge, like a beer fridge here, but also like a potato gun here. So like you finish it and then you just shoot projectiles. That's if you hate your neighbours.
I feel like that's just a good product. I don't know. I think these are maybe from what I heard, it sounds like he wanted them to be like not good ideas fully.
Well, it's not the best
or
idea.
comedic ideas or something. I'm not really sure exactly what he wants, but he wants 5 minutes of, can you host the podcast?
I mean, this has been a pretty crazy episode, but this is one of the
This is really enjoyable, I gotta say. I'm having a great time, Sean. How are you feeling?
Well, yeah, pretty good. It's pretty weird that someone's pitching their podcast. Like, haven't you heard of Star Now? Like, get on Star Now. It's like the Craigslist for acting.
I think you've just got more followers than he does, so he's just using this as a special technique, you know?
Well, you know, when you hang out with the Sandman, am I right?
When you get the Sandman, you get no plan, man. It's all improv from here. I got no idea what's happening. I don't know who this guy is, but I like his cut of his jib.
Yeah, you like the cut of his
I
jib?
love this guy. Look at his little baby face.
Yeah.
I can just see that underneath
s-
the frame he's wearing a nappy.
He kind of does.
He looks like the Milky Bar Kid.
Oh, he does look like the Milky Bar Kid.
It's just called Panda at a Barbecue, no funny title or anything. I knew I shouldn't have brought Bao Bao the Chinese panda to the family barbecue. Uncle Gazza was approaching with that look in his eye. You evolutionary failure, started Uncle Gazza. Eating bamboo when you have carnivore teeth, you malnourished idiot. Uncle Gazza, I said in shock. No, it's okay, said Bao Bao. He's right. I was stunned. Bamboos is the least effective food source for pandas, said Bao Bao. That's why I switched to meat. Maybe Uncle Gazza had changed. Just as I thought that, he started his Mickey Rooney and breakfast at Tiffany's routine. Never mind.
I never saw Breakfast at Tiffany's, but they did show that scene in Dragon, the Bruce Lee story.
And that's how you know breakfast.
That's how I
your
know
cultural
Mickey Rooney.
Spectrum gets wider.
Yeah, that's how I knew racism was. That's how I knew racism was bad when Bruce Lee was watching Mickey Rooney in Dragon, the Bruce Lee story.
I do like the racism of people talking about the panda. He's like, oh, you fucking got these carnivore, blah blah blah. It's like, let him eat bamboo.
Well, I reckon bamboo must make pandas. What's the word? What's the scientific word for not horny?
Incel.
No, not incel. No, because I want to say celibate, but that's not. They're not having sex for like religious panda
apathetic.
reasons. But how are you feeling? I think we got one more.
I'm sorry, I nodded off for a second. What was going on? Hello?
I can see you need a bit more calcium, maybe a bit of iron for those bones. Am I right, Mr. Sandman?
What are you talking about? I'm in my prime.
Yeah, let's. We got Cookie. Cookie's a Perth comedian. He always closes out the show, Mr. Sandman. So let's see. What I reckon? What do you reckon he's done?
Okay, thinking about Cookie, we had actor in a classroom. We had cop on television. He's going to do cop on television, surely.
I reckon Panda at a barbecue.
Short story, Panda at a barbecue.
Nailed it.
The barbie was at some friend of my wife's place, and the theme was very distinct. All the meat was from animals that were either endangered or nearly extinct. There were black rhino burgers and elephant snags, and satay sticks made from blue whale, and snow leopard hot dogs were being offered around. I was starting to feel a bit pale. I don't know how people can do this, I said, as I sat with my plate on the veranda. Well, you better stop eating that steak, my wife replied. It used to be a fucking great panda.
That's not bad.
Nice and tight.
Nice and tight. No words.
Strong
Didn't pitch us
beginning, middle,
anything.
and end. Very good.
But I think that's. You want to generate some topics for us next week?
Oh yeah, let's make some topics for next week, hey? Let's change it around a
We'll
little
go back
bit.
to 2, I reckon.
Yeah, just the 2?
2, 4 was a bit too much variety. Maybe I think that it might have intimidated a few people.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think it was, 4 wasn't too bad because 2 of them were very silly and the other 2 were very, safe.
Yeah.
Like, I chose actor in a classroom, but I kind of did want to do banana in a meat raffle, and I liked
Well, I
the
was
idea
lucky
of
that
panda.
you did it.
Which one did I do again?
You did banana and a meat wrap.
Oh, yes, of course.
Twice.
I loved. Yeah, of course. I'm all about the bananas.
Sorry for holding you up, Adam. We'll be wrapping it up. But I hope you've enjoyed your time on the podcast, man.
I've had a lovely time.
I'm glad to hear it,
It's
Mr.
always
Sandman.
good to see an old friend.
It's actually an honor to work with you, Mr. Sandman.
And an honor likewise. Even if you took me without warning through dark rituals, it's just great to catch up.
Hollywood's a shady business and you got to do what you can to get a leg up in this business. You know what I mean?
You know it.
A midwife.
A midwife?
You like that?
Yeah. What about a XXL wife? Am I right?
Oh, you like them fat and juicy, do you? Ooh, more pushing for the cushion or whatever, I don't know. I don't say that about my beautiful wife. What was her name again?
Well, compared to you now, Mr. Sandman, she would have a lot of meat on her bones.
What did you just say about my wife?
I said she has a lot of meat on her bones.
And a lot of
Compared
nice,
to you,
delicious skin
figuratively-
to peel off and eat, because I'm a skeleton. That's what we do.
I'm getting distracted from Googling.
But then again, you look like one of the skeleton soldiers from Evil Dead.
That was actually my first TV credit.
Yeah?
Yeah. I was skeleton number 4, and Bruce Campbell punched the first skeleton in the face, and we all fell down like dominoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in the 3rd movie in the castle fight.
Who were the other 3? Was Rob Snyder and David Spade the other skeletons?
No, sometimes I don't work with those guys, you know. Sometimes it's just me. And I was working with a great guy named Steve.
Buscemi.
Yeah.
We've got midwife.
Yeah.
And at a cemetery,
Whew.
which I think is a pretty good one. I
Yeah.
think that's a good little mix.
Yeah.
And let's generate a new one.
Very spooky.
We've got gardener
Yeah.
at a party.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
like
think
those.
those are pretty good little generic sort of stories. You could do all sorts of stuff with them.
Yeah. So, yeah, they're the topics for next week. I hope you enjoyed. This is one of the most randomest shows we've done, Mr. Sandman.
I like the new energy, I gotta say.
I do. I like it. It's a weird sort of vibe. But, yeah, so next week we'll have hopefully I can do a bit better with the black magic and bring the whole person over this time.
It's all about focus. You just need to
is.
really focus in on the skin, the guts, and the face, the hair. You know, I really do like having at least a little bit of hair. So next time, just a bit of a pointer.
Next time. And I'll find you some clothes as well.
That'd be nice. I love you, Sean.
Love you too, Mr. Sandman.
You're too
I'm
kind.
going to turn your head over. There we go.
That's
And then we'll wave to catch you later, everyone. Next week, it's midwife at a cemetery and gardener at a party. See you next week. See you, Adam.
See ya. Bye. Catch me on Netflix.
Self-absorbed, so I put up with my shit, and I won.